Hi, and welcome to Monroe City, Indiana. This is a rural Indiana city, town maybe, of about 700 people, and I am standing among a group of volunteers who are cleaning up the exterior of what is now called the Blue Jean Center. This was built as a high school very early in the last century. Then in the 1960s, it got swept up in a wave of school consolidation. Half a dozen small high schools. Well, all those students moved to a central new school called South Knox. The building continued to be a grade school until 15 years ago, and then it was abandoned. But almost overnight, volunteers started stepping in and brought the old building back to life. And now it's a community center. A lot goes on in this old building that still reminds you of the days when this was a very busy high school. And the flag inside this case in the lobby flew over ground zero after 9/11. And back in here is a little piece of stone, Indiana limestone, that was part of the old World Trade Center. And that's not all, just open any door. Open a door here, and you're in a pretty amazing museum. There's everything here. There's something new, a computer, but a lot of old things too. Old things from southern Indiana. And there is a wealth of photos of kids, young people, from past graduating classes here. Here's the Monroe City class of 1958, and 1956, and 54, and 53. And nearly every room here, every former classroom, has been turned into something useful for the community. This classroom is now a very active library. And if you need a trinket to give as a gift, or a coffee pot, an old Mr. Coffee, some dishes, toys, well, if you can say flea market and thrift store, you'll also say that it's this place, part of the Blue Jean Center in Monroe City, Indiana, that's been turned into a flea market. People love it here. And I said this was a community center. I love this room. You know, I've never played euchre. I've never really played cards much at all. But they tell me that a couple nights a week, this place is really busy. But the crowning jewel here at the Blue Jean Center, the former Monroe City, Indiana High School gym, is the gym itself. I dare you to go to most small high schools that are no longer being used and find a place as well preserved as this gym is. And they still play basketball here, and there are still bleachers on each side, and the scoreboard still works, and even the buzzer. I always hated those buzzers, particularly when we were behind. And there's a restored concession stand here, and these bleachers, which they tell me are original bleachers, but not from this school. There's your typical high school stage, and the basketball goal folds up into the ceiling to get out of the way. And over here, the timer's desk. It's quite a place. Photos of past teams on the wall, and some of these winning teams are pretty reminiscent of that last scene in the movie Hoosiers, if you saw it. There's still a lot of life here. And no, they don't make blue jeans here. But the other part of the thrift store that I didn't show you sells blue jeans, so I guess it still qualifies. I'm Dennis Daly.